Hello friends, welcome to week 2 of NaNOOOOwrimo. I am currently at, what am I currently at?
I can reach for a well-worn book to give me an escape.
42,824 words. This is day 8 of NaNOOOOwrimo, and Haley and Casey are currently in the middle of a sprint, and I was away, so I'm filming this right now, but they are currently in the sprints right here, just sprinting away. Look at them go. I'm not sprinting, but I'm also way ahead, so that's okay. Get into focus. Thank you. So this is week 2 of NaNOOOOwrimo. Hopefully, I have a feeling I'm not gonna write as much this week. I never do on week 2. But hopefully I'm just better myself, myself and I. Hopefully we're better this week, because last week was something else. If you missed week 1's writing vlog for NaNOOOOwrimo, week 1, I will put the link for that down in the description down below. You can go check that out. But yes, week 2 has started. There's like no breathing between week 1 and week 2. Let me tell you, it's all the same to me. So, and I've written, how much have I written today so far? I've written, let me go look, because I'm not on that page. So far today, I've written 1,406 words. I would like to write at least 3,000 for today. So I wrote a little over 3,000 yesterday, so that's my goal. And it's 8 p.m., so I have a couple hours before midnight, so I think I can do it. And then I'm going to do my normal writing after midnight into tomorrow, as you do. But yeah, I'm just really tired. I don't know if you watched the first week of NaNo video, but yesterday was rough. It was a rough day for me, just like physically, mentally, so much going on. So hopefully this week I can like take a little bit of a breather, stressed a little less, maybe. We'll see how that goes, but that's my plan. And yeah, I will probably come back in here and update you with my final word count for day 8 of NaNOOOOwrimo. But right now, that's where we're sitting. We're sitting at having written 1,406, and we're at 42,824. I would like by tomorrow, me sitting here like, I need to breathe, I need to slow down, but also by tomorrow, I want to hit 45K. I hate myself so much. Anyways, I'm officially writing part 2 of the book. I haven't really talked much in the first vlog about like how much the writing things that I'm writing, the words, Kaladin, the words. Anyways, I'm so fucking tired. So yeah, I'm in part 2. I've just started part 2, and part 2 is my headache part. And the fact that I'm so far ahead makes me think I might be able to finish this whole book during this month. And I really kind of want to, like I really want to, but I don't know if I will. I mean, stay tuned, because right now my goal is 85K. I know this book is going to be more than 85K, but we're also on day 8 and I'm almost to 45K. So like, I'm already halfway through my word goal at the end of the first week. So yeah, we're just gonna leave that at that. I'm not gonna give myself like a higher word goal above 85K, because that's fucking stupid. I'm not doing that to myself. But my like extended goal beyond that is finishing the book. Because originally when before NaNo even started, my anticipation was that I would anticipated that I would write all of part 1 and at least half of part 2, and then not get part 2 finished and not get into part 3. Right now, I think I'll definitely finish part 2. Part 2 has a lot going on. It's the biggest part, but as fast as I'm going, and I'm already in part 2 now, I think I can at least confidently say, don't hold me to, but I can confidently say that I'm going to finish part 2 by the end of this month. Am I gonna finish the book? Part 3 is not long. Part 3 does not have too much going on in it. So maybe, it's possible. We'll see. Stay tuned. And yeah, I will come back and update you guys again at the end of today to give you my final word count total for today. But welcome to week 2 of NaNo. It's going to be hopefully a better time than week 1 for me as a human being, but probably not as good for like the word counts. But we'll see. Who knows? Stay tuned. Bye! Hello friends, it is day 9 of NaNOOOOwrimo, and I'm getting ready to go to work right now. I am so tired. I just spent the last 12 hours trying to upload my week 1 NaNo vlog, which just was not going great, but it's up finally. So if you missed that and you want to go back and watch it, it will be linked in the description down below and you can go watch that. But I just wrote while I was waiting for the video to upload because I just got it uploaded and I had to get up earlier than normal for work to do that. I just cranked out a couple thousand words, I think. I'm at 49K. I don't know my exact number. I'll tell you when I get back from work because I closed the laptop down and I have to go to work. But we're about to cross the 50K line, not the finish line. Not the finish line for me, but the 50K line, which is still like a... in the first 10 days. Can you believe it? I don't actually know if I'm going to cross that line before midnight tonight or if it'll be tomorrow during the day on day 10. I would kind of like to save it for tomorrow because then I'll be able to ride with Haley and Casey, and Casey's also going to try to hit the 50K line. She's a couple thousand behind me, but I think she can do it if she catches up with me today, and then we could both cross it tomorrow, so that's going to be a good time. But yeah, I'm at 49,000 and something. I don't know what my total word count for today is because I wrote, I think, like 2,000 some after midnight last night. I'm so tired. And I think I just wrote 3K in the last hour and a half while I was waiting for that video to upload. So I don't know what just happened. Anyways, I gotta go to work. But I just wanted to film like a beginning update for day 9 because I've been really bad at the vlogging thing. If you saw the first week's video, you know. So I'm trying to do better this week. So this is the beginning of day 9. I must go to work. I'm very tired. But I will update you guys when I get home from work on what the day's total was. And you will see me passing the 50K and Casey passing the 50K. And then I will probably be doing a lot of writing sprints during the day tomorrow because I'm off work. So there you have it. I'll come back at you in a little bit with more day 9 update. Bye! Hello friends. It is NaNOOOWrimo day 10. It's only 4 in the morning on the 10th. I've not slept yet from the 9th, but where I left you at on the 9th was at 49,000, so you know what this update is. 50K in 10 days. I don't know. I don't know what to do with that. Guys, I don't know what to do with that. I'm so tired. I meant to film like when I was passing 50K and I didn't. I was just so out of it. I was like a couple thousand, like 3,000 words ahead of Casey, I think. She'd caught up to me like all day yesterday so we could cross the finish line together, and I think I hit 50K about like an hour before her. Like she just fucking bulldozed, and then I stayed on with her while she was catching up to pass 50K so we could be on together, and it was really fun. But I forgot to film any of that because I was really tired. I'm still very tired. I just got out of the shower and I had some dinner. I haven't written anything since I passed 50K, so I'm at 50,346, which is just not too shabby for 10 days. Obviously, I don't know if there are any of those people out there who are like the overachievers who write a ton, who get to 50K really early and then just stop, because people are always like, oh my god, like you're done so early, like what are you gonna do with all your free time at the rest of the month? And I'm like, that's not how this works. This is NaNOOOWrimo, bitch. We write every fucking day. Like, it ain't over until the month is over. And also, like, you want to finish the draft. Of course, I've only ever done that once, and I don't, part of me like really wants to finish this book this month, but I don't know that I can write everything else I have planned for this book in the next 20 days. But part of me really wants to because I'm like so far ahead, but I don't know what the overall word count of this book is supposed to be. My goal for NaNo this year, which I mentioned in the previous videos, but obviously I don't know if I've said it in this one yet. My goal for NaNOOOWrimo this year was 85,000 words, which I do think I'm going to hit that without any trouble since I am at 50,000 on day 10. So that's great. And I'm not working during the day, like later today. Obviously it's 4 in the morning, I haven't gone to bed yet, but like I don't work today, later. So I'm probably going to write a ton more just because it's a day off. And I'll be able to do sprints and like hangouts with Casey and Haley again, which is super fun. But yeah, I'm like overwhelmed and awed. I've never been this far ahead before. I think the farthest ahead I've ever been at like this point in the month was maybe 30K, which is still wild. So like the fact that I'm at 50K right now on day 10 is ridiculous. And like, I wouldn't recommend it. I'm just gonna say it right now. It's not, I'm not doing great. Like, physically, I'm having a bad time. So, I do need to slow it down. Take a breath. I talked about that in the end of week 1's vlog, how I just kind of overdid it. And I am at the point in the story where, like, I'm hitting the wall. I'm slowing down. The last few things I wrote, like, while I was passing the 50K finish line there, I wasn't feeling great about what I was writing, and then I was kind of like scene jumping, whereas all of part 1, I don't think I had any trouble until I was like at the very, very end of part 1, and I was in the last like chapter just trying to like wrap it up to get to the next part. Everything was like linearly and connected, and it's like every scene flowed into the next. Even when I was like time jumping, it seemed, I mean, I haven't looked back on it, so I could be wrong. It's probably a hot mess, but as I was writing it, it felt fine, and like it was all just like a nice cohesive unit. And I've already dropped the ball on part 2, and I'm only a couple of bullet points into part 2. I'm like 9 bullet points into part 2, and it's like, it's a lot of bullet points. And I've already kind of been jumping around, like not really finishing the scene because I don't know how to wrap it up, and I don't know how to like get into the next thing, so I've just jumped and written the next thing, and I did that like 4 times in the last 2 chapters, and I'm not happy about it. So I'm like already feeling that struggle where it's like I can't, I don't know, it's getting harder, and I don't know, like I would like to finish this book this month, because if I don't, like I feel like I'm more likely to follow through this year than I ever have before. But every time I never finish the draft during NaNoOOOwrimo, and I'm always like, well, I'm gonna write as much of it as I can, and then like I'll just keep writing into December and finish it after. But then I never do, because it's like you gotta take a breath, and then eventually that breath becomes a long break, and it's just hard to get back into it. And I was just like so fortunate last year that I finished the draft on the final day of Nano, and then I took a little break, and I came back to it in January to start editing it, and I was like just fucking on it until obviously I had a lot of emotional personal trauma stuff happen earlier this year, and that kind of cut me out of it. But like, just honestly, I always say I'm gonna keep writing after Nano to finish, and I never do, and I'm more likely to this year because I finished book 1 last year. I'm like on a roll with this series in general right now. Like, I'm really in it, and I took a little break in the middle of the year because, again, the trauma, but like I'm back at it now. I'm right in book 2, and so I want to finish this in like one go. So if I don't finish it during NaNoOOOwrimo, it's like I have to force myself to keep going, and I can't stop. But I'm unreliable because of, you know, I don't have a good track record on that, so part of me wants to keep pushing myself so that I do finish it during Nano, and then I can take a little break, and then I can go back to editing book 1 and let this sit for a while, and then when I finish editing book 1, I can kind of hand that off to my friends to read that draft 2 of that while I then start working on this. And after having done a full edit on book 1 and then coming back to book 2, I can kind of see what things flowing from book 1 to book 2 will need work. My chair keeps spinning. I don't know if you've noticed this, but I think I've spun a lot. Anyways, this is a long clip because I passed 50K, and that's wild. I feel really good about that in general. The fact that I've written 50,000 words in 10 days is great. The fact that I got to like cross the finish line with Casey just like right on my heels, even though we were both dead tired, and like we didn't feel very, I don't think either of us were feeling like woo about it, you know? I think it was more like, okay, can I stop for a minute now? Because so I do think because we've passed 50K, that does relieve a little bit of pressure, because it's like you've officially won Nano. You can ease up a teensy tiny bit. But I do have another goal that I do plan to hit, and I am reaching for that, which is 85K. And then my secondary goal of maybe trying to finish the draft, which I just need to get my shit together. Like, I'm already out of sorts at the beginning of part 2, and I just like really need to like take a step back, but like look at my outline and really kind of mentally work on it for a few minutes. By a few minutes, I mean like today and tomorrow, before I can like really hopefully get back in my groove, because I just lost it. I lost it at the 50K finish line. That's so stupid. But I did it. 50,000 words, you guys, on day 10. Your second update for this vlog. Is that right? Third update? Your third update for this vlog. I can count days. And I'm already at 50K, so that's promising, right? Also, if you're watching this and you're a very normal person who's doing NaNOOOWrimo, and you're at where you're supposed to be right now, which I think is like 15, 16K, 17, I don't fucking know, honestly. I'm way out of the norm. Don't compare yourself to me. I am not a good example here because I've been like wrecking myself physically and mentally to reach this now. And I wasn't even trying to like reach 50K by day 10. Like that wasn't a goal. It was just, I was just letting myself do the writing while it was happening. And I was like, eventually I'm gonna hit a wall and I'm gonna like get stuck and I'm gonna be writing less, but it didn't happen until I hit 50K. Go fucking figure, right? That's insane. I'm gonna go now because it's late and like I said, I'm probably gonna be up for a little while longer. But I think I'm gonna, instead of like write more tonight, because I'm gonna be writing some with the friends tomorrow, I think I'm going to try to just look over this outline and see like what I need to do to not lose it even more, because boy is it gonna be a fucking pain in my ass when I come back to edit if I keep going the way I'm going, how I just started part 2. So I would like to, I'm not like gonna go back and fix anything, but I would like to just get my hands, get it, what am I saying? I would just like to like get a hold of it better going forward. You know? Anyways, I'll come back at you guys. Obviously, yeah, today's not over. So I will give you an update at the end of today later when I've inevitably written more words later with Casey and Haley to tell you my final day 10 word count. But right now we're sitting at 50,346. Casey, say hello to the vlog.
Hello, vlog.
You haven't been in week 2 vlog yet, so.
No.
It's week 2 vlog.
But I'm here.
You're here now.
I'm always here.
She is always here. We live here,
yeah.
in this state.
Yeah, in this exact position all the time.
Literally. It's a time. How's your words wording, Casey?
I hit 50K, and then I had a migraine all day, so it's been going great.
Yep. Haley and I were screaming at Casey for like 3 hours, like, Casey, where are you? Wake up.
I was mostly unconscious.
We were about ready to have a funeral. We were about ready to just move on, pack it up, call it a day.
It's over, she's gone.
She's gone. She's not coming back. Yeah. I lied about elephants.
So long. So many elephants.
Elephants broke us today.
And garbage disposals.
I cried about a garbage disposal. Guys, this is NaNOOOWrimo. Like peak NaNOOOWrimo is when you just start crying about basic things because you can't remember a word, or you imagine something and it's so stupid you can't help but stop and cry for like 5 minutes and not write what you were writing. Because sometimes you just have to imagine your character dramatically walking into a room like an animated elephant. I don't know what to tell you.
That's just how it be.
This is how it be. So if you've never done Nano and you've been wondering what it's like, there's your sneak peek. That's it.
We also sang a teeth song for about 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
To Haley.
My camera's dying. I haven't charged it in a hot minute. Give you my totals for today because I don't know if I'm writing before midnight. I'm definitely probably not going to update you since you're about to die before midnight. So, for, what is today? The 10th. It's been a long day. I already filmed like a 10-minute clip last night for me passing 50K. But final totals on day 10th, I wrote 6,360 words. And my total is 55,474. So, we're doing it. We're going, we're getting, we're zooming. Yeah. What's your total, Casey? Let the people know. They want to know.
I don't know. Hold on. 50,600 even.
No, that's beautiful. Casey's beautiful, guys. Inside, outside, word side. That's your update for today. Oh, it's out of focus. I will vlog some more tomorrow if I remember to film. Charge. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna charge the battery. Goodbye. Really quick, I just wanted to film this clip before I forget. But Haley, Casey, and I are planning a fancy live stream NaNOOOOWrimo Night of Writing Fancy, which is a play on the Night of Writing Dangerously. Not the same thing, not actually doing like a thing associated with Nano or with like charities or anything. It's just gonna be like us doing our own fun thing, but we're gonna be doing a live show for it, and I'm going to leave a link to that in the description down below because this video should be going up before then, so you can go click on that link and set yourself a reminder if you want to come to it, because it's gonna be fun. We're gonna play games, we're gonna be like all dressed up fancy, and we highly recommend anybody who is watching gets all dressed up and fancy or gets all dressed down and comfy, like whatever makes you feel good. If you want to put on some cute PJs or you want to get like dressed to the nines with like a nice makeup look and like styled with a cute dress or something, whatever makes you comfy, show up to that in that. And like I want everybody to send us pictures of their fancy outfits, whatever that may mean to you, and it's gonna be a fun time. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that really quick. And so yeah, link to that is gonna be in the description down below. You can go set a reminder. It's gonna be on November 19th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know how long we're gonna go for, but since it's like an evening thing, we'll probably go for like a couple of hours. And like I said, we're gonna play games, we're gonna do writing sprints, obviously, because we want it, that's like a night to kick up the word goal. So if you're struggling, come to the live show and we will get you some words, and it's gonna be a fun time. So make sure you bookmark that so you don't miss it. We would love to see you there. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Okay, bye. Hello friends, I think I forgot to film my clip for today. It's real late. What am I doing? November 11th, I wrote, oh my god, what did I write? Bitch! Don't worry about it. So for November 11th, I wrote 4,042 words, which I'm feeling okay about. I wrote like a shit ton yesterday, so this is, I went back down a bit, but this is still, it's not my lowest, so I'm feeling good about that. That put my total at 59,516. Like, I'm so fucking close to 60k. It's right there. So tomorrow is gonna be 60k day. It's gonna happen. God, I'm so fucking tired. This is fine. That's your total. That's the total for day 11. I don't know anything anymore. I had to work today and I'm so tired. It's so hard working, and then like I keep getting up early before work to write for like an hour or two before work. Go to work, I come home, and then I immediately get on the computer again and I'm like jumping into a hangout with Casey and writing again and writing into the night, well after midnight, into the next day. I'm just exhausted, and I'm supposed to work today, Thursday the 11th. I'm supposed to work tomorrow and Saturday, and then I'm off Sunday because I don't work Sundays, and then I work Monday, but after that I'm off for a whole week, and I'm excited. I'm really hoping to get myself like back on track, because I feel myself slipping a little. I'm slipping a little bit, but yeah, I'm just so tired. So not the best update, but there you have. Also, I sound terrible right now. My voice has been like so in and out because I'm talking non-stop every day, all day, all the time to Casey, and then talking to people at work, and then coming home and talking to Casey again, and and yet I've barely talked to my boyfriend. NaNOOOOWrimo, guys. I miss my boyfriend so much. He's right there and I miss him. Although he's going out of town tomorrow. So I wrote 4,000 and what did I say, 42? 4,042 words today for the 11th, and brought me to 59,516. So we're climbing. We're climbing a lot slower than we were, but we're climbing. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll keep climbing. Hello friends. I once again forgot to film an update for day 12 of NaNOOOOWrimo. I'm so fucking tired, let me tell you. I just got off I hung out with Casey a little while ago. It was like an hour and a half since I got off with Casey. I'm so tired. So we already started writing our days for tomorrow, Saturday. And I found out I don't have to work tomorrow on Saturday because my coworker is taking the shift for me. So I'm free to write all day tomorrow, which is great. Which is great, 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 because I fucked up so much. I realized, I think I realized this morning, last night, this morning, I don't remember. again, all my days are bleeding together right now. It's upsetting. I realized that the scenes that I'm writing right now, I'm writing this very specific scene, and I realized that these certain things that I was kind of doing in the background that were all building to this other thing that's going to happen, that was supposed to happen like 3/4 of the way through this part of the book. I'm in part 2. This thing was supposed to happen about 3/4 of the way, right? Like almost to the end of the part. And all the build up for it is happening so quickly that I've just been kind of just going with it. It's just, I can't draw it out. I've realized I cannot draw it out as much as I thought I was going to be able to. And the way that I've already been writing it so far, it's like, it's at the boiling point, like it needs to go. But the thing is, I have so many things that were supposed to happen before that. Now, it doesn't change anything. I can put those things after this event. That's fine, but it just changes the entire like outline of that part of the book. And it changes how that part ends. And we were ending on a very specific note for that part before going into part 3, which starts on a specific note. So it was like, now if I keep going with this, I have to figure out how to rework the rest of this part before I keep writing. And I'm so mad at myself. But it feels right. Like, it feels like this needs to be the boiling point. Like, it's very possible when I come back to this in editing time, I'll find a better way to do it. I'll be able to like make it, stretch it out more and stuff. But it still feels like I can't push it as far back in the timeline as I originally intended, regardless. Like, it feels like it's coming now. And I also need to figure out my timeline. Like, I can't... Timelines are my least favorite thing in the whole goddamn world. I don't even know the full timeline of book 1. All I know is where book 2 starts is like almost exactly a year later from when book 1 started. Book 1 takes place over the span of an entire year. And I originally planned for that to be the kind of course for each book, is to take place over the span of a year. And so book 2 is supposed to do that, but then I realized I needed more time. I know that book 2 is supposed to start in the summer, because it's a year later, and book 1 started in the summer, or like right at the beginning of summer, I think. June or July, something like that. June, I want to say June. And I know book 2 ends in winter. But starting in summer and ending in winter is a very short time period. So I was like, I need this book to run longer than that. I can't have this book starting in the summertime and ending in the wintertime, because it's just way too less. Like, way too less. That's way too less. I'm a fucking writer. That's not enough time for these things to be happening. And obviously, like, the impact of a lot of the things that are happening at the end of the book, I need to build towards that. I need more time passing. So I was like, okay, it's going to be more than a year, because it starts in the summer and ends in the winter, and I wanted it to be at least a year. So now it's going to be more than a year. But I've got to like work down that timeline and figure out exactly like where my beats are. So that way when I'm writing all this shit that's in the middle, I can actually figure out when I'm like, oh, it was a week later, it's like 2 months had passed or whatever. I can keep track of where I am in the timeline, since this book's taking place over more than a year, because I need it to end. I know where it starts and I need to know where it ends, and I need to make sure I'm staying within those confines in the middle. I'm gonna get off track, and I'm gonna hate myself when I'm editing this bitch. I just know it, because I hate myself when I was editing book 1. I'm still editing book 1, by the way. It's just paused, because the timeline shit is just, it's terrible. So the things that I would like to fix this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, since I don't work Saturday or Sunday, I would like to fix my timeline. Like, try to at least nail down like enough of it to ride that out without it being super confusing and terrible. And figure out how part 2 is going to end now that I've switched things up. Because I think I'm going to, like, it's just how it's happening. Like, I don't think I can change it. I don't think I can, like, change how I'm writing it. I think it needs to go this way. So, that's my plan. Try to figure that stuff out this weekend. But today, what was today? It's after midnight. It's like 5 a.m. I'm so tired. This is the 12th. Is this the update for the 12th, guys? Also, my hair is like super gross and greasy right now, which is why I kept my hood on for this. And also, I'm just cold. I wrote 3,012 words, so I went down a little bit. And my total is sitting at 62,528, which is good. I would like to, like, tomorrow, because I don't work tomorrow, Also, I tried to write words tonight for tomorrow, and I've only written like 600 words tonight for tomorrow. So I'm not like, I don't have a huge head start for tomorrow like I wanted. Although I might write some more before I go to bed because I'm like, I'm tired, but, and I want to go to sleep early, but I'm not gonna sleep early. So what we're gonna do, yeah, my plan. What's my plan? I have time tomorrow working on fixing the problem. So I want to work on the timeline and figuring out how I'm going to end part 2 now that I've switched things up. Because I need to, like, a specific note to end it on. And I just now realized, with trying to fix the timeline and how part 2 ends, this might affect part 3 as well. Because right now, part 3, not a lot's happening in part 3. Part 3, we have, like, one thing, and then it segues into another thing, and then we have, like, the climax, and it's over. So this might change some of that stuff too. I don't want to, oh, my head hurts. Anyways, Casey's gonna try to help me figure this out tomorrow. So hopefully we can do some brainstorming because she also needs to work on some of her stuff because she changed some things while she was writing and she needs to kind of go back through it and see what she was doing and then what she did so she can figure it out going forward. So tomorrow is gonna be like a picking things apart and fixing them day. So it might not actually be a heavy word day, but I really also want it to be a heavy word day since I got the day off. But we'll see. Anyways, this is a very long clip, so I'm gonna go. But I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Anyways, what did I say? Real quick, like. Ending day 12 on 62,528 words. So that's my total as of right now. And so yeah, I've got 2 more days left in this vlog. So you'll see me get through the weekend before I post this video. This video should go up on the Monday or maybe the Tuesday. We'll see how that goes. So, well, yeah, stay tuned and see how much progress I actually make on all my problems and on my word count. But I would like to, tomorrow I would like to at least get like to 65K because I'm like almost to 63. So like, yeah, a minimum of 65K tomorrow. But we'll see. Stay tuned. So, you know how I said before that I had all these things I needed to fix, all these plot problems? Started working on solutions. I haven't gone very far with them. Okay, how much words did I write today? It's real late. Today's the 13th, Saturday, so I wrote 3,242 words today, which is, it's a lower day for me. But honestly, I'm surprised I got that many words in because we did spend a lot of time trying to fix plot things and timeline things and stuff. I made like a whole Google Calendar where I was trying to go through and like line up the dates I know things were happening. Like if something was like happened on whatever day, doesn't matter what day it was, but it happened on a day. And then it was like, oh, this thing was like a week later, like to the day. So that I was just kind of like putting the events in and they all ended up happening on Mondays. I just put them all like a week apart and it was like, Mondays are terrible in this book. It's not canon, they're all on Mondays. I mean, it could be, who knows. But that helped a little, putting some of the stuff that like I know for sure, like how far apart it's happening from other events in that. But I didn't get very far with it. There's so many things that like I've completely changed because I've moved this thing up that's happening. It's like this big fight scene. One of my characters is like just on a complete downward spiral right now. He's losing it. Completely losing it. And so I needed him to kind of hit that boiling point where things kind of all come together and explode a little bit. So yeah, I don't know. I realized there is one thing that I think is kind of a good thing. Because, like, I talked about how, like, oh, well, I wanted this book to be more time. Like, it's either, I did the math. I hadn't done the math yet. I was, like, just thinking of it in terms of, like, seasons. I was, like, I need it to start in summer and end in winter, and that's a very short time period. But then when I did the math, and I was like, well, if we're not going under a year, because that's, like, 7 months. It's, like, May to December. So, or June to December, whatever the fuck. Something like that. I was like, that's not long, but if I'm doubling it so that I still am starting it on May and ending in December, but it's the next December, this is 19 fucking months. This book is 19 fucking months. I'm losing my goddamn mind right now, guys, because it's supposed to end like right after Christmas. They're supposed to have like a whole nice like Christmas thing happen, and then bad stuff happens right after that, of course, because we love trauma on the holidays. But now I realize we have to cover 2 Christmases in this book, and I just realized because of the timeline and how we changed things up that where I'm at right now in the story is November. I'm so tired. Anyways, I'm gonna try to fix this some more tomorrow. And we'll see. Anyways, my total, so I said I wrote 3,242 words, which put me, wait, is that right? Yes, I can read numbers. So I put my total, I will say, I got where I wanted my total. I wanted to hit 65. And I'm at 65,770 on day 13, Saturday. So, feeling good about that. I'm gonna go cry about my plot problems some more, but I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye. Not me accidentally taking a picture of myself instead of hitting record. Welcome to the end of the vlog. It is Sunday. I don't know what's happening here. I redyed my hair. I'm so tired, you guys. I wrote 4,489 words here on day 14, Sunday. I'm tired as shit. Of course, it's already after midnight. Most of these clips I filmed for you guys are technically in the next day, because why is this lighting so fucking weird? Let's blind myself so you can see me. I haven't made a ton of progress on my plot problems. It's like once I sit down to really try to like come up with an answer to like what to do now that I've changed these things, I'm finding more things I need to come up with or to fix or to change. It's a domino effect. So hopefully your week 3 vlog that's going to be coming up after this one, hopefully I really can get a handle on that, because after today, I work tomorrow, on Monday, but after that I don't work. Why? This lighting is still terrible, isn't it? Okay. I don't know how I feel about that. It's blinding. After tomorrow, I don't work for a week. I have off the 16th through the 23rd, which, you know, puts me back at work just in time for Black Friday, but that's okay. I'm gonna have a whole week to worry about nothing but writing. Quick reminder, real quick, at the end of this week on Friday, this video is going up on Tuesday, on Friday the 19th, we are having a NaNOOOOwrimo live show, Night of Writing Fancy, where we're gonna show up looking cute, fancy, fun. We're gonna do a lot of writing sprints and games and just chat about our writing and how everybody's feeling this point in the month and all that stuff. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I really hope people show up. I hopefully it won't look this dead. In fact, I have a fun idea for what I'm gonna do for it, because Casey mentioned something that has now cost me like $25 on Amazon. Thanks, Casey. But yeah, we're gonna get all dressed up and have a good time. We're just gonna have a good time. So I'm excited for that. So I will leave a link to that live show. Obviously it's not happening till Friday. But I'll leave the link for it, so you can go click that link and like set a reminder so you're notified for when we go live, so you don't forget, because it's gonna be fun. And I'm excited for that, and I'm excited to not work for a week, and hopefully, because I'll have more free time off, and hopefully maybe I'll start sleeping again soon. I've not slept in like 3 days, you guys. That's why I look like a fucking zombie demon. Hopefully with the extra time off, I will be able to like figure things out. Like there's certain things I have to go back and fix. I'm not going back to fix them, but I'm making notes of the things that I'm going to need to go back and fix because of the changes I'm making going forward. I've never had this happen where I've had like a full outline and completely changed things in the middle of the month during NaNo. I've gone, you know, back and seen the things that I've done and been like, well, that was stupid and we need to change that, but I haven't done that in the middle of the month, and I'm struggling. I keep finding more things that are problematic and need to be fixed because of these changes I've made. And I still stand by the changes that like caused all of this. I still think that it was like, yes, this needed to happen now. There's no way I could have drawn it out. Like, this is how this has to go. But it's causing me so much stress. I'm just hoping that the domino effect of it, like the different things that I'm gonna have to change because of that, end up being better, like making the story better, making the outline better. I already know there's one thing that I was gonna try to squeeze in to part 2 of this book, and it wasn't, like, it just wasn't gonna work. I've been trying to squeeze this stupid side plot into every version of this stupid story, and I was like, this is the time. Even though I knew, I was looking at myself like, Brie, you know you're gonna have to cut that shit out. Like, you know when you come to edit it, it's just not gonna work. It's just gonna be weird, out of place, not gonna work. But now, I have freed myself of this burden because the fact that this is spanning 19 months instead of 7 months. I just can't do it. I can't fucking do it. There's no way. You think I'm like, oh, there's more time. No, I can't make this happen with more time. So I've freed myself of this burden. I can finally let this plot go. And I feel a little bit of relief. I feel a little bit of relief. But now it's like, but what else am I doing here? So the only things I figured out is, like, my character Chance is getting into a relationship with another character. He starts dating this guy, and that was gonna end real quickly. Like, it was just gonna be a blur because the book was gonna be too short. Like, the timeline of the book was gonna be too short. But now I can actually give them more time together for that to, like, build into something that's really gonna, spoiler alert, they break up. It doesn't work out. But I get to have more time to actually, like, build that into something that then, you know, is something he has to deal with and go through. Which is nice to give that more time, but I don't know, guys. This vlog is probably really long. I haven't edited any of it. Okay, I'm gonna end here on this blinding zombie face I got. What did I say I wrote? On 70,259 words. I am feeling good about that. Part of me was thinking that over this weekend, because I was like, I have the weekend off, I'm gonna get so much shit done, I'm gonna get to 75K over these next 2 days, and I didn't. But I'm still feeling okay because the fact that my plot is completely falling apart around me, and I'm still trudging along with, like, decent word days. So, like, I'm feeling good about that, at least. Like, I'm still going, despite the hardships I'm a-facing right now. So I'm gonna go to sleep. Life before death, Radiance. Goodbye.
I just realized